Hello. Where do I begin? Yesterday, when I was coming off of the mountain, I fell, and then when I pulled my phone out of my shoulder pouch, I noticed a new smash in the corner, and when I went to use it, it was just like a scrolling screen. So it was kind of flashing and black, and so my phone was dead. So the guy who picked me up from the road to bring me to the hostel is a shuttle driver. They charge for the shuttle from the road to this hostel. So I hired him to take me to get another phone. So he took me to some place that was about an hour and 15-minute drive away. He was charging me little or nothing. He seemed to be a little mentally slow, and I ended up paying him double just because he was really cheating himself. It felt to me like it was about an hour and a half drive one way. Anyway, I got the new phone. They couldn't transfer anything. Just switching the SIM card only allows me to connect to the network, the T-Mobile network. It doesn't transfer any of my pictures or anything like that. I was under the mistaken assumption. I was very stressed. I don't think well when I'm stressed. I don't make good decisions when I'm stressed. And I left the phone there because I thought it was useless. So then I find out that there are a number of different things that can be done. It can be repaired, and it can be hooked up to a computer so that it could get things off, because it has about 4 days worth of videos that I've taken. So there are 4 days of videos that you all will not be able to see. They will not mail it to me. They insist that I come and pick it up. Coming to pick it up involves hiring a shuttle and going all the way back. We have a Slack pack lined up with Let It Be's friend. So tomorrow is not good, and tomorrow is also a big day because Let It Be is finishing his hike at Grafton Notch. Let It Be's friend, Mountain Lifer, Slack packed us today. What a kind man he is. He Slack packed us yesterday. Hi, Bud. Hi. Looky there. Hi. Hi, sweetie. How you doing? Huh? So he Slack packed us today, and he's going to Slack pack us tomorrow. I see you, sweetie. Oh, you got a ball. You got a ball, don't you? Looky there. Oh, we got to play ball. So that was a border collie, and it actually brought the ball back. Most of the dogs who I played ball with don't bring the ball back, but he brought it right back. That was very sweet. Anyway, so my phone had all of my videos on it from the last 4 days at least, and it also had my Katahdin pictures on it that were not backed up. None of it was backed up. So I am kind of in a fix. Let It Be keeps telling me to relax and not worry about anything. He's got networks everywhere, but it's difficult for me not to plan and not to worry. It's been a crazy past 4 days. I wanted to quit. There's been some other stuff going on, and I have hiked alone the past couple of days. Then when I got to the hostel, I saw Let It Be and his friend Hadn't seen Let It Be in several days because of other situations. He's got friends everywhere, but so I just started bawling yesterday. And they both gave me a pep talk, and Mountain Lifer actually offered to slack pack me all the way to Gorham, which I couldn't believe. Let It Be bought my dinner last night. Mountain Lifer bought it tonight. They wouldn't have it any other way, and I have a very hard time taking gifts from people, but they would not take a no. So I was very stressed yesterday. I don't live by my phone at home. Cell phones don't mean diddly squat because we don't use them. We're at home most of the time, and the only time we need them is when we leave home, which is not very often. Out here, I use it for everything. I could not fathom getting back on trail without Far Out. I just won't do it. It's too easy to get lost on that trail. So, I didn't feel comfortable. Couldn't call Bud. Couldn't call anybody. Thankfully, I'd called the hostel from the mountaintop before I fell. And I came across one really pretty view, and I reached for my phone, and then I thought, oh no, I can't take video. So I have been really, really, really stressed out, and I'm having a lot of trouble just chilling out and allowing things to happen. Not sure how I feel about this one, because I don't think planning and trying to take care of business is a bad thing. Listening to God's voice is a little bit like not planning, if you know what I mean. Just like I had to just sit and wait in Gorham for his answer, and then the solution just landed in my lap. So I'm having trouble with that. I'm having trouble with this. Let It Be is so laid back and so chilled out. Nothing ruffles his feathers. So, and I am stressed out about everything. I gotta know what's gonna happen. I need to make sure everything is planned for. Is that a bad thing? I don't think that's really a bad thing. Do you? I don't think it's a bad thing to plan. If I have a problem going on, I need to find a solution. So where do you draw the balance between waiting to hear God's voice or wait for his solution and making sure you're taking care of business? I can't go down here too far. The dog might see me and want to play ball again. He was very sad when the owner said no more. So I felt bad about that, but I just thought it was so sweet that he ran up to me and wanted to play ball. So those are my rambly thoughts. I'm tired. I haven't had a zero. Went straight into the slack packing. The plan is for Mountain Lifer to drop our stuff off at Let It Be's ending point, which is Grafton Notch, and for another of his friends to pick us up and take us to his home. So that's the plan right now. My shoes that I got at Shaw's are coming apart at the toe. I don't know how many miles I have on them, but not very many. And he bought some shoes at Shaw's. I didn't buy mine at Shaw's. I had them sent to me. But the tread is coming off of his, so he was fixing his and he offered to fix mine, which I thought was really sweet. I'm not a very good fix-it person, so I thought that was very kind. Not thinking very well. I'm really tired. I'm really stressed out, and my phone. This is the same brand of phone that I had. It's still an Android system, but everything is different. I have to download all of my apps again. I've got some of them, but then you realize, I don't have that. I don't have YouTube Studio, so I haven't even been able to check your comments. I've got one of my email boxes set up. I haven't set up the other one yet, so I feel overwhelmed. I'm very sad that I've lost those pictures and that video and those 4 days. And I didn't get very much video today because I was hiking with someone, but boy, was it beautiful. The fall colors are really popping. They were on the trees, they were all over the ground, and they were just beautiful. I love fall. It's my favorite season. I love the colors, love the trees and the leaves, and the coolness to the air. And the first climb was terrible, and I was so glad I had a slack pack to do it. But the second half of the day was practically flat, and it was very pleasant. And we were hiking together, and I'd been hiking alone, so that was nice to have somebody there. We had lunch by the pond, and it was a beautiful pond. So I guess that's it for now, and I apologize for those 4 days that I don't have anymore. If I do somehow get it in the future, then maybe I'll post them, but I can't remember if I said this, but so I left that phone there thinking that it was no good to me. And I was thinking, okay, it's just extra weight. And the thing is, people will say, just mail it back. Okay, gotta find the post office. Gotta get there during their hours. Gotta put out the money to send it. It's just a big mess in my mind for something that's broken. But I didn't realize that the pictures could still be retrieved. So Bud called them today and asked them if they could mail it to me. No, they don't have the ability to mail from that store. They were I called them also just in case they needed to talk to the person that owned the phone, and they were completely unhelpful. It was like they just didn't even want to help me, just like the lady who would not help me with the debit card situation. Same sort of thing. It was like, no, they were just dead set that they were not going to help me unless I did what they wanted me to do, which was come into the bank, which I could not do. Even though I have an account there, even though my husband went into the bank, they wouldn't give him a card for me. I really don't like this trend of treating married couples as if they are not partners. It's like I used to be, husband and wife, you're inseparable. You share everything, and now it's like, whoa, you're doing something horrible if you give the husband some information, or you give the wife some information, and that's really sad to me. Really, really sad. This world is sad. I don't like the way it is right now. But out here in the woods and on the trail, I'll use a cliche. It restores your faith in humanity. All you see on the news and on the internet is bad. Bad people everywhere. Bad people doing bad stuff. Bad things happening everywhere. But out here on the trail, you're meeting real people who are good and are kind and want to help people. And it's not just everybody else helping the hikers. The hikers help other people too. And I think that's the way it is in smaller communities. But if you live in a big city where you don't even know your neighbor, or you live, no, all you're seeing is the internet or the TV, everything is bad. Everybody is bad. They're all doing bad things. And so, not that I am gimme, 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 because I have a hard time taking the kindness of others. But it really does show you that there are kind people out here. And I love that. I love seeing kindness, even if it's being done to somebody else and not me. I just love it. I love doing kind things for other people. So, anyway, I guess I am truly signing out now.